What's the good news, everybody? It's your girl, K Renee, aka Miss Good News. And I am crazy excited this morning because to me, she's my best friend. To y'all, she is an eczema warrior and she is back in the pod with us.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being willing to be a part of the good news this morning. And we just want to remind everybody that is a part of the good news community. Look, y'all know we like to balance the news scales in these reporting streets. There is so much news out there that is bad. But y'all, here at the good news, we like to make sure we let you know what's happening right in your own backyard that is God and that is good. And what's happening today on the good news is healing. Healing. So, Miss Ashley, let's talk this morning. So, Ashley, tell people a little bit about who you are and your personal health struggle.
Okay, well, my name is Ashley Hardy, and I'm a creative. I don't really want to put a title on myself because I feel like I do so many different things, and I just try to follow the leading of God and what He wants me to do as a person. So I'm just a creative spirit, and I like to do things that are artistic and express myself and help others. And in this journey of my life now, I'm actually in the place of wanting to share healing with other people when it comes to their skin, because I've struggled with eczema. And like you said, Eczema Warrior is the title that I take on, like millions of people on this planet that have eczema and are battling that fight. And I am in a place now where I feel like I'm past the storm and the tunnel, and I've found some keys that I want to give other people so that they can be free as well.
Wow, I love that. Past the storm in the tunnel. And now, because you're past the storm, you want to turn around and say, hey, like, go this way. Like,
Yes.
I know the path now. You can actually follow me. Wow. To
Glory to God.
me, that sounds like exactly like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Because when Jesus came on the scene, the religious people weren't feeling him. But the only thing that Jesus really said to his disciples was, follow me. He didn't give them instructions. He didn't do a whole lot. He did a lot of teaching along the way, but he was just like, yo, follow me.
Right, right. Exactly, exactly.
I love it. I love it. So, Eczema Warrior, now you are on this healing journey. You're in a good part of your process. Listen, I'm jumping ahead a little bit because, y'all, she has this conditioner. Now, what is the conditioner made with, Ash? Like, because I don't even know how to pronounce all the words correctly, but can we just jump there for a second? Like, tell
Sure.
people about the conditioner is what it made of. Because, listen, I put a little bit on my edges this morning. And just like you, I also have a health condition as well called PCOS.
Mhm.
And with the PCOS, a lot of the struggle that I have had has been hair loss. And as a woman, Lord have mercy, that hair loss, it tears
Mhm.
you down. Okay.
Yes, it's your crown.
Yes, it's something about the crown, and I have a spot in the back part of my scalp where I get like acne flare-ups.
Mhm.
And with those acne flare-ups, sometimes it hurts. It's just a whole lot of different things that happen.
Mhm.
But girl, I've been putting that clove stuff on there. I lie to you not. My braider, Shauna, shout out to Touch by Shauna.
You showing up.
Yesterday she was braiding my hair and she was like, she always asks me because she knows, she always asks me, have you had any flare-ups? And I was like, you know what? The flare-up. But I promise you, I've been using the clove conditioner on that part. She was like, Kiana, because on that part the hair is a little thinner. She was like, it's thicker back here. I said, girl,
Wow.
using that conditioner. So tell people about your conditioner.
Yeah, so the hair butter conditioner is basically made from natural ingredients. It's not that many of them. It's cloves, it's
Mhm.
olive oil, castor oil, and shea butter.
Okay.
And what I love about it is because it smells so good with the cloves infused in the oils. And so when you put it in your hair, it
Yeah.
cloves are really good for thickening your hair if you have hair loss, helping to stimulate your scalp to bring in new growth of hair. And it
Wow.
even makes your hair a little bit darker as well to give you that effect of your hair being thicker and fuller as well. It just has a lot of pros to cloves. And I was researching online, trying to figure out what can I do for a hair conditioner because since my allergies and my eczema, I can't use just any store brand.
Right.
I found out that cloves is really good for your hair. And so that's
Right.
how I was just starting to play in the lab of my kitchen and mix up and whip up this butter. And it's just been awesome. So many testimonies I've seen, people say that it's helped their hair grow back. You can barely see your scalp anymore. Hair is growing. I'm just really happy to hear that. And I use it all the time as well as a hair mask before I wash my hair and after
Yeah.
it's leave-in. And it's helped my sides as well. So I just
Yes,
love it.
girl. It's got the oil on it. It has got the oil. And I was listening to what you were talking about, and I was just thinking about documenting. In my mind, I was going through over and over again, how can I, personally myself, start documenting different areas considering the condition that I have? Like, what can I do? But I also know that right now you have an actual documentation process that people can use. So tell people about how you can document about your health issues. Let's talk a little bit about that.
For sure. So I have my eczema journey journal,
Ooh,
and I'm so excited because there's a lot of inspiration with this journal.
yeah.
Um, I actually have a mother that is an LPN nurse, and as a child, because I've had eczema and allergies most of my life, and when I was young, she always would keep track for me about
Mm.
if I ate something, did I have a breakout? Did I wear a certain clothing item? Or if I was outside in the sun too long, she would always say, well, Ashley, what did you do today? So why do you have a rash on your face or your neck now? And
Wow.
so she always said it's important to be able to know your body's changes and to keep track of that because that's the only way you can kind of learn a pattern of why your body is doing certain things, what's impacting
Mm.
your body. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of illnesses that people have, they can find out what is causing it if they will understand what they did throughout that day, what did they come in contact with, what did they eat, what did they consume, stress, whatever it was that could have impacted certain triggers or flare ups
Mm.
with their illnesses. And with this journal that my mother really inspired me to create, it has all of that information you would want to know to write down each day. Uh,
Yeah.
what you ate, what did you wear, how was the weather, does heat bother your skin,
Mm.
does rain bother you, and I wanted to be able to give that to other people and educate them that it's very important to know your body, what you're doing and the changes that are happening, and be able to
Yeah.
track back and be able to say, okay, I need to avoid this, or I need to tell my doctor about this, or maybe
Mm.
this is an allergy. Just it helps you find out the mystery so you don't have to go through it so long.
Wow. So having this journal has helped you to take personal responsibility for your eczema, because eczema is not something that is not a health condition that you chose because of bad habits.
Right.
Eczema is a condition that I personally believe that God trusted you with so that you can get to this place and this point. So, what I'm hearing you say is I can take personal responsibility for my eczema with this journal, and I can also partner with my doctor so
Yes.
that we can work together, his expertise plus me having initiative for me. We can partner together and we can work this thing out. I love that because I really feel like a lot of things that have happened just globally in our world is because we've made it a them issue and not a we and a us type of thing.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
there's been a lack of partnership. So I love that your journal is saying, nah, I'm responsible for me.
Yes, you're responsible for your health. You and your doctor are partners, and you don't want to just depend on what the doctor says. They're practicing, and yes, they're professionals, but they don't know everything, and they don't know your day-to-day life. And
Right,
sometimes you don't have all the time in the office to be able to say, "Doctor, I did this and this and that and that." No, now you can say, I got something to track up, and this is what's been going on, and I want to get allergy tested because I think I'm gonna be allergic to tomatoes, or I think, you know what I'm saying? It kind of
right,
speeds up your recovery process. And like you said, you're accountable, you're responsible, and you're taking power back to say, I'm going to be in control of my health and I'm
right,
going to figure this out. And God's going to show me, and I'm going to be taking action and responsibility. It's not easy and it's not convenient. And
right.
I understand everyone's not a journalist, but I think it's very important to just write it down real quick in the evening time after your day, or during the morning time, whatever's good for you. Just track it, because I'm telling you, it's going to be beneficial when you realize, oh my goodness, I've been doing this so long and did not realize this was causing me issues.
Wow, you get to see the patterns. You get to see the different patterns of your life. And then once you see it, you're like, dang, okay, so I gotta do this, and this. Okay, I need to remove this from my diet. Or prime example, right? So I shared about the PCOS, and a lot of times I always want something very like sweet,
Hmm.
especially when my cycle is coming on. Sorry to the men, but we just having the candid conversation.
It's part of life.
So I was just like, oh my God, like I just really, really want something sweet. And I'm gonna be honest, I was at work and they had these cookies.
Mm,
I said, ooh, I'm gonna get one of these cookies. So I ain't get one cookie, I got two cookies, right?
hmm.
Then I went somewhere else, and I think I always get decaf, even when I go to like Starbucks or something like that, because just a tip for anybody that is struggling with this same condition with PCOS, if you drink a lot of caffeine, like just caffeine,
Mm,
that is a hindrance. Consider decaf, consider decreasing that, because the caffeine for a lot of women, caffeine, it does increase the heaviness of your cycle.
that's a good
So
tip.
I always drink decaf, but I'll be like, okay, let me get the heavy whipping cream and give me a little bit of extra caramel.
Hmm.
So I started feeling like just really off. And I was like, oh my God, like what's going on? But because I had kept track of this is what I had, this is what I was like, oh my God, Kenny, you had too much sugar. So I
Mm,
thought about your journal and different things like that. And I was like, you know what? I may not have eczema, but I'm going to use
right,
this journal to start tracking just different things that I'm eating, like more specifically sweets,
right.
because especially when that time of the month comes, I think every woman experiences you like, oh
Yes.
my God. Like,
So
so I love that your journal is not just for your eczema, but I can also use it for my personal health struggles. And I think that is a perfect segue into another question that I have is your journal unisex? Is your journal multi-purpose?
most definitely. The reason why I made it blue is because I wanted people to know that this is not a woman issue, and
Mhm.
nor am I, because I'm a woman, only talking to the women that have eczema or sensitive skin or allergies or
Right.
any kind of health condition. I wanted
Mhm.
them to know that, because I didn't want it to be so feminine that it would turn off men. And I also wanted them to know that it's just important for men to take care of their skin, to know their health as well, because unfortunately I ain't got the stats. But I can tell you, I got my mama, and I could go real quick on WebMD and find out that there's probably way less men, especially black men, that go to doctors compared to any other race or gender. Because I know there's been things in the past that caused them to question doctors and
Mhm.
trusting them, and medicine. So I get it, but I want them to know that you can be empowered as well too,
Mhm.
and that this is not just women that care about their skin because they don't want it to be looking blotchy. No, men want to look nice too. Men want to know, want to be healthy. Men don't want to
Right.
have to struggle with those types of things with their skin. So yes, this is definitely unisex for sure.
Wow, I love that you're talking about um that this is not just about one gender. And I also like that you're saying that this is not just about looking good for someone else. This is about personal self care, and it is about taking care of the body that you've been given that's specific to you. And I think that if we come from that place of I'm responsible for me, and when I'm responsible for me, it's not about anybody else and what they think about me. You know,
Mm,
I'm actually going to do this because God needs to get glory out of me. And in
right,
order for him to do that, I can't make my body an idol. I can't make it so that I want my self-care to be top tier so I could be like, look at me, you know?
right,
So I love that your journal is also encouraging men to say, hey, yo, bruh, like you need to be responsible for what's going on with you too, because honestly, and we've talked about this before, I personally believe my father had skin cancer.
mhm,
And I personally believe that if my father would have went to the doctor earlier, he
mm,
was stubborn, he did not want to go. He had the dark spots on
mhm,
his skin. He had the discoloration. He would get scabs and different things like that. And I believe that my father had eczema. I really do. And I just believe that for so long, he
right,
waited until it was painful,
mm,
to go. And then finally, that's years. That's
yeah,
like 20 years. And he ain't have nothing but what he had right now. He had
right,
no documentation, no nothing,
mm,
so he had to totally rely on the doctors and what they were saying. So I agree. Men out there, listen, we're not trying to tell you what to do. We're just trying to encourage you. Not all doctors are bad. If you do got a bad doctor, just find you another one. There's millions of them.
yeah. Get your black man doctor. You know what I'm saying? If you want a brother to brother, you know what I'm saying? You can.
That
They're
part.
out there. They're out there.
They are. They definitely are. So, Ashley, I want to ask you this particular question. And I want to ask you, Ashley, why now? Like, why are you putting out an eczema journal now?
Now, that's a good question. I'm not sure if I know how to answer that. Only that I'm following what God is telling me to do. Because after I was getting such good healing and results from my life change, because now I make my own soaps and the hair butter, like you mentioned earlier, and body butters. Like I make my own products to take care of my skin and my hair because I can control the ingredients that are in there that I'm not allergic to. And so when I started getting that healing, I was just like, thank you, Lord. And I've been documenting in regular journals for years because of my mom. But I don't know. After I felt better and I had a clear mind and peace, I just felt like I heard the Lord was saying, educate other people about this as well. When I was in the storm and these past 3 years of just struggling, hurting, and in a state of confusion, honestly, because I kept thinking I was doing the right thing. I was doing what the doctors were saying. I was taking the right medications. I was using the products they were
Mm,
telling me to. But I kept saying, why am I keep on going to the ER? Why am I keep on having these flare-ups? I can't sleep. I couldn't really at that moment help anybody. And I definitely wasn't thinking about telling people about something that I felt like I was still struggling with. But I feel like now I'm 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 blessed and I want to bless others, and God's just saying this is the time, tell them about it. And I hope people will take heed to it. I'm not trying to make no millions of dollars off of this. I'm being very transparent. This is from Amazon KDP, but I'm not making a whole lot of royalties off of this. I just want to help people. So I'm just letting
yeah.
y'all know this is not no, oh, she's trying to get rich. Oh, I can do this in a regular journal. No, I'm being honest. This I just want to be able to give y'all some type of tool that I use that helped me, because it did help me. And that's basically what why I feel like this is the right time, because I'm at a healing piece and I want to give that to other people.
Wow. So what I'm hearing you say is you put this out of obedience. You put this out as a service to others, and you put it out so that people will know that healing is available. And one of the hardest parts sometimes about God trusting you with something is that now there's a level of transparency that He requires that says, okay, are you just going to keep this for you?
Right.
Is
I
this?
wouldn't dare want to do that. The
Yeah.
the pictures I see of children and young ladies struggling with self-confidence, and children that are miserable and can't sleep and bloody sheets or scratching. Like, I'm not saying that, I got the cure for all, but it helped me, and I just want to hope that it helps others because I know the suffering.
Well, I can honestly say, you know, and this is not just because we have been best friends for over a decade, but I can honestly say that your journey has helped me in my health journey because I was stubborn, I was angry. I was like, God, this is not fair. Why did you trust me with this? But watching you soldier through, and even soldier through with tears in your eyes, even soldier through with the embarrassment, because that's something that we don't talk about as women. There is a level of embarrassment that comes with my skin doesn't look like what I see. Y'all don't let the lighting fool y'all. I struggle with acne as well, and it takes work. I have to have a routine, especially with the PCOS, like you get dark spots, discoloration, and it takes a work, and I don't work at I used to, let me be real, I used to work at it because of the embarrassment and the shame. But now I have learned that it ain't even about that. Who cares? Because I don't know what you look like outside of the microphone either.
Right. You right.
Now, I gotta be real today. The skin was popping today. I said, okay, come on, drinking water. I said, come on.
It
But
worked.
I appreciate you. Watching you has taught me how to fight for myself, and I just personally believe that that is what friendship is about. It is about making sure that there's a level of accountability to who you are. And I love that you said that this journal is not about anybody else, but this is about me making sure that I honor God. And I love that because so many people like to do things just simply because other people are doing it. And other people like to think that people are doing things just because other people are doing it. But it's not. I think sometimes we take ourselves too seriously and we make things about us that's not really about us.
Yes. Yes.
So I appreciate that you are sharing your why, and that your why is obedience and helping others. Listen,
Yes.
I'm a go girl because I can go on and on.
Me too.
But
I feel you. This topic, oh Lord, yes, on and on.
girl, Lord, I be running from a whole lot of things, but sometimes it get to bubbling. I'm gonna stay on this side. I'm gonna do right. But listen, how can viewers reach you? How can they get in touch with you? How can they purchase the journal? I just want you to have this space to be able to share how people can reach out to you.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Instagram, at Hardy_live full. You can message me there. You can also go to my YouTube channel, Ash's Sensitive Skin, which y'all gonna see this episode on there. And you can definitely find my eczema journey journal and my sensitive skin journal on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one is purple color, but you can go on there and search it by my name or by the title of the book on Amazon. It's got paperback and hardback, and I feel like it's a good, reasonable price for a journal. And yeah, I'm excited to hear you guys' stories, your testimonies, for sure. I mean, I just want to give all glory to God because I'm so glad to be out of that storm and seeing so many other people out of that storm, for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Kiana, the Good News, for this platform and allowing me to speak about something I'm so passionate about. I'm really, really grateful, and you're doing a blessed work, and keep on doing your thing, girl. Keep on doing it.
I appreciate it, girl. We gonna share the God and good news out here to everybody that listen. We just want to thank Ashley Hardy, Eczema Warrior, to you guys, but of course to me, she is best friend. Listen, you guys have heard everywhere that you can tap in and reach into her. Please, please, please support. If you know someone, Christmas is coming up. This time of year, there are a lot of October birthdays. Please, 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 please. If you know that this is something that someone is struggling with, this would be a great gift and a great opportunity to just share about the healing power of God with others. Listen, I am K Renee, aka Miss Good News, and we are